Hey, Tony Gas is here, popping in for a quick episode of Talks with Tony. Actually, I don't know how long the video will be. The email is not that long though, and I'm just going in order, so I don't know the quality of these questions. But it's like if it's a bad question, we just gonna make the video into something. But it also get y'all in my life, and you kind of get to see what kind of questions I get, good, bad, and ugly. So this question said, "Hi Tony, I have a question, but first let me inform you about my situation. I met this guy back in 2015 because I had just got out of a 3-year so-called relationship. The 3-year guy I broke things off with because he had a baby on me, so I left him and went to the guy that's in question today. Like I said previously, I met the new guy the end of 2015. Everything was good because there was no strings attached with him. I was really vulnerable, so I decided to have with him on the first night. I was done. Okay. Let me go back a little bit. Like I said previously, I met the new guy the end of 2015. Everything was good because there was no strings attached with him. I was really vulnerable, so I decided to have with him on the first night. I was done with men, so he was just kind of like my friends with benefits. Please don't judge me. 2 months in, I get a Facebook. Now this one I'm fixing the typos and grammar and all of that. I'm just putting it all together because I ain't got time to be trying to read it the wrong way and trying to understand what somebody's saying. So I'm fixing this in. This is written totally different than the way I'm reading this right now. 2 months in, I get a Facebook message from another woman. And now hold on before I keep going. Another thing, let y'all know this intelligence over here. Okay, I ain't got no college degree, but I know how to read. All right, this thing here writ totally different than the way I'm reading it now. 2 months in, I get a Facebook message from another woman threatening to beat me up. It was his ex. I told him about it, and that's when things went left. The long story short, I never responded to the woman. I held him accountable. Now I'm gonna tell you something about my sister here. Now, my sister did not use a single period. You hear me? Let me start lying now. She throwed a few of them in there now. Sister, come on now. Y'all got to slow down when y'all writing me. Because I just don't know whether to slow down, whether to speed up, whether we running on, running the good fight, fighting the good fight of faith. So y'all let me gather myself now. I'm piecing this together. I held him accountable, but every time I turn around, she was still inboxing me. Me and him would be good for a while. Then this same woman pops up in the picture again. When I finally was fed up with it, 9 months in, on and off with him, I called it quits. 2 weeks went by, and I got a text from him asking me, am I pregnant? Now we did plan the baby, but I thought we was playing for the future. I really thought he got himself together. During my pregnancy, he was barely there on and off. He ended up going to jail for 2 years, so I had my baby alone without him in 2017. Finally, they released him out of prison in 2019. He came out doing the same back and forth stuff, ended up going back to jail, and I've been by his side since. Recently, the same woman messaged me saying he contacted her, and she even told me some of the things he's done to her. Crazy thing is, she still wants to be with him. She still talked to his mother and everything. My question to you is, should I leave this man? It's hard for me to walk away because we have a child together. I haven't been with or even talked to another man since I had my baby in 2017. Would you be able to give me some advice on this issue because I'm really tired of it, but it's hard moving on? Thanks in advance for answering my question. I watch your videos all the time and I love them. Keep them coming. Sincerely, Anonymous. While I'm getting ready to walk off the job, I got to get my last check. I got to get my check in the hole. I was getting ready to walk off the job. Let me open the computer up. Y'all give me a second. So I come in here. Okay, it's been a long day. So I come in here. I say, okay, it's 9 o'clock at night. Let me shoot a video. Everybody's asleep. But I got goals that I want to be consistent because I'm really not that consistent. Yes, I'm a life coach, but I don't coach on that kind of life. I coach on relationships mostly. But I said I want to be consistent with something, Tony. Come on now. I skip workouts all the time. I be skipping stuff. Don't drink me enough water. I need to drink the rest of this whole bottle on this here now. So I said, this good. This just a little short one right here. Now listen, honestly, tonight, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy tonight for this here. But sister, God bless you, sister. Sister, God bless you. Come on now, sister. Come on now. It's like I got to start begging and pleading with y'all. Sister, come on now. Come on now. Now see, let me tell you what you did in here. See, you won't be able to get the clarity you need. And you won't be able to get the strength you need to leave. Y'all got to forgive one of my lights went out. If you keep lying to yourself. See, you played yourself. But you got to be honest with yourself. You got to go back and you got to say, listen, I was loose booted 901 and I just wanted to get back at my ex. I was hurting. I used this man as a band-aid. Because you say you was vulnerable. Okay, and that's right, you were vulnerable, but you said, everything was good because there was no strings attached, and you was vulnerable, so you decided to sleep with him on the first night. Now, sister. Let me tell y'all something. Let me help every woman who hear this understand something. If you sleep with a man on the first night, the relationship over. I don't care if you know a couple that slept together on the first night and they've been together 20 years. If that man got any kind of swagger, any kind of confidence, he really don't respect his wife. Because I know y'all finna be in the comment. Oh, I know a couple that slept together on the first night and they still together. And then here go loose booty 901. Oh, I slept with my man on the first night and we've been married 25 years. What you watch these videos for? This ain't for 25-year marriages. What we doing over here? What you watching the video for? And then the people who know somebody who slept with a man on the first night, they said, oh, my friend doing good. Let me ask you, do you live with your friend? Do you know what going on in their bedroom? Do you know what kind of arguments they have? Do you know if her husband truthfully like men or not? Do you know if he like men or not? You don't know because you don't live with them. You're looking on the outside looking in. People faking for Facebook every day, all day. Let me tell you something here. If you sleep with a man on the first night, the relationship over. The relationship is over. It's over with. Because listen, when you sleep with a man on the first night, that means you average 365 men a year. So even if the man marry you, You know why he married you? He married, now this gonna hurt because see, I be telling truth that y'all do not want to hear. Because there's people who on here who slept with their husband on the first night and they don't want to hear this. Let me tell you why he married you. He married you because your husband lame. Your husband don't know who he is. Your husband was lost and confused and may still be lost and confused. Your husband may be gay. Your husband may be addicted to pornography. That's moving. Okay. Your husband may be addicted to. Your husband maybe was abandoned as a child. Your husband maybe was being bullied as a child. Understand what I'm telling you now. I can't say all these words on here because we're on YouTube. People say, why you can't say certain words, Tony? Why you be cutting certain words? This is a business. YouTube is a business. They running this like a business. You have to be advertiser friendly. You can't say all these words. People be sending me questions in here with these words that you can't talk about. This not Tony After Dark. This ain't Tony Tube. I can't say every little thing on here. So understand, you sleep with a man on the first night and that man stay with you. That man marry you. Okay, yes, you was lost. Okay, yes, you was lost. Okay, yes, you was vulnerable. Okay, I get all that. But listen, that's not what you want. You don't want a man that wants you on the first night. You honestly want a man that say, hold on. You want a man that won't try you on the first night, for one. You want a man, because see, when a man try you on the first night, see, listen, it's not easy to sleep with a woman. What I mean by that is, something got to be said. Like, a move got to be made. It ain't just like you just look at each other and ripping off clothes. No, a move got to be made. Something got to be said. A kiss on the neck, a kiss on the lip, a grab of her booty. Something got to be done. So how did this come about? Like, how did this come up? Like, how did this? So I was thinking, like, I just feel so much chemistry and just like, I'm thinking, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Like, how do this first night come about? Now, I know from being out there in the street, but see, I was different. I was a different kind of man, and I hope he didn't do you like how I used to do now. Because I just was blunt with it. And some women say that, they'd be like, oh, I just want a man to just tell me what you want, because you never know, I might want the same thing too. Oh, hold on, Little Booty 901. Come on, pull up a chair. All right, Loose Booty 305. Okay, Loose Booty 813. Okay, Loose Booty 404. Okay, Loose Booty 917. Okay, Loose Booty 310-626. Just pull up a chair. Ladies, come on now. This the wrong channel to be admitting your loose bootiness. Okay, this is the wrong channel. All right, because this is not funny. It is not cute. And no, give him a cookie back. You do not get a cookie for being nasty. Give me the cookie back. You see what I'm saying? No, that's not cute. All right. All they act like a lady, think like a man, and you all right here, all on your back. No, See, okay, Lord, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. That's how y'all be doing. Come on now, sister, listen. And now, the other thing that stood out to me. So for one, you slept with him on the first night. Okay, I'm not gonna, get on you too much about that right there. Yeah, I done got on you. Then his ex keep popping up. So now, here you will, now you said you ain't want nothing. You just got out of a 3-year relationship. You ain't want nothing. Everything was good because there's no strings attached. But then now his ex-girlfriend come out, she Facebooking you. How she know your name? How she know you? How she find? Did he tell her to make her jealous? How does she know your name? You see what I'm saying? How she know he talking to you? He didn't let her know that to make her jealous, because he got a soul tie with her. He want to be with her. He using you. You was the pawn on his chessboard. You think you using him. He using you. He using you to get back at her. The whole time while she messaging you and all that, she still sleeping with him. That's why she messaging you. If she done with him and he ain't talking to her, he ain't paying her no attention, he ain't giving her no energy, she wouldn't have been in your inbox. She in your inbox because he's sleeping with you raw and he's sleeping with her raw. And so now listen now. Now so sister, listen. See, See, bigger than these messages and me talking to one person, let me talk to everybody. Listen, first thing I want you to understand in here is heal before you deal. She done already made her mistake, so we can't change that. And I ain't here to beat nobody up. Now, yes, the truth gonna step on your toe. It gonna hurt. I'm not here to put no pacifier in your mouth, but I'm also not here to hit you with a Mike Tyson right hook either. So, even though it might feel like it sometimes, the first lesson I want y'all to get from her is heal before you deal. Don't ever go from a toxic, broken relationship to another situation, to a situationship, thinking you finna use this man like a D in the jar, and he finna be your Splackavelli. Y'all remember Splackavelli? Look it up. You remember Splackavelli? Splackavelli. Y'all look Splackavelli up. So you think you finna have Splackavelli. That's why Splackavelli had one song. I ain't heard another song from Splackavelli. Because that was a terrible idea. It was terrible. And the word is too long. And we cannot spell that good. I misspelled it right there trying to sing your song. So you thought you finna get a Splackavelli? That's a bad idea. That is a horrible idea. So ladies, listen, it is never good to let a ding-a-ling be your therapist. Go get coaching, because look what it done cost you. You could have came to me, $330 an hour. We got a coach on my mentor that's $500 an hour. You could have went to her. Now, you go to Splackavelli cousin. He got you wore out on your bike, boom. And then what comes with it? Baby mama drama. Stress. But now listen, sis, ask yourself this. Okay, ask yourself this. And see, this is what I want y'all to do. Remember what I tell y'all all the time. Ask the question to yourself out loud. So here's the question now. Okay, you talking to self. Okay, self. So here's what we have, self. Okay. It's 2015 and I just left a 3-year relationship with a man because he had a baby on me. So what I'm asking you, self, is should I go be with another man and sleep with him unprotected on the first date because I'm feeling vulnerable and hurt from the guy who I was with for 3 years who had a baby on me? So what do you think about that, self? Okay, just another hypothetical situation, self. Okay, I'm sleeping with this guy unprotected. We slept together on the first night. His baby mama, his ex-girlfriend, which might not be a baby mama, I can't remember if you said baby mama. His ex-girlfriend is messaging me on Facebook, telling me she's going to beat me up. She's threatening to beat me up. I told him about it. I never responded to the woman, but she keeps messaging me. I never wanted anything with him. He was supposed to be a Splackavelli. Should I continue to sleep with him unprotected? And should I continue to even talk to him, being that his ex keeps messaging me on the inbox? Do you hear those questions? Now, what kind of answer you going to give yourself to those questions? That's what I need everybody who watching this to do right now, the situation that you're in. Ask yourself the question out loud and see if you feel smart or dumb. See which one you feel. I'm going to leave it up to you and the mirror. See which one you feel. If you feel the latter, y'all see how I use that? I said the latter, not the former. But educated, okay. If you feel the ladder, for those of y'all don't know what that means the last option, okay? Not ladder that you climb, okay? The latter option. If you feel dumb, that means leave. That means it's time to leave. Come on now. So listen, what we said, heal before you deal. Do not go to a human being to be your Band-Aid. Do not go to a ding-a-ling Okay. See the hole? All right. Do not go. This get you this here for therapy. This is not therapy. This is not coaching. Okay? Understand this. All right? I got to paint a picture for y'all. Okay? I don't know where this right here come from, but this right here gonna get some use at some point. I don't know where that come from. It's a tripod look like, but I don't even got that kind of camera. Now listen to me now. Now see, this the thing right here now. What blowed me. And this I want you to think about it. I want everybody to think about this now. For your own situation. We ain't talking about her. Listen, and don't y'all be in the comment beating up on these people who writing in. Okay? They writing me. Alright? Don't y'all take it a little light on them. Okay, just woosah, just get the lesson and just make sure it ain't you. Cause I guarantee she got all the advice for her friends and family. And then she right here in this. That's how we be. If somebody, what I'm getting ready to do this week, what I'm thinking about doing this week, if somebody came and asked me that question, I'll say, hold on, you gotta trip. You finna do that for an ungrateful person? You slap crazy. You see what I'm saying? We got the advice for everybody else. But it's hard for us to have advice for ourselves in our own weak areas. So understand this right here now. This right here what blowed me. Now, okay, recently, the same woman messaged me saying he contacted her. And she even told me some of the things he's done to her. Crazy thing is, she still wants to be with him. She talks to his mother and everything. Now, see, this right here is a case of the tripod calling the phone case black. Okay, and the phone case calling the tripod black. You said, now listen to me, sister. You said, crazy thing is, she still want to be with him. Okay, case closed. Commercial break. See, sometimes we got to hear ourselves. You said, crazy thing is, she still want to be with him. Sis, what do you want to do? See, listen to me now. I don't know if she, the woman, his ex that you talking about, I don't know if she had a baby from him. I don't know if she slept with him on the first night unprotected. Now, okay, one thing I'm picking up about this brother here, you hear me? Oh, I ain't thinking going. This brother here swinging that thing. This brother, that's probably what it's doing in y'all. He getting that thing in y'all, that thing. Woo, cause this brother here, he got you on the first night. Then he got you, he wearing you out. He got her, wanna fight you. She writing you. What is this brother doing? This brother around here, You hear me? I'm talking about he y'all can't even. This brother here, he about to tear my phone out the frame. My phone case out the frame. Like, what is this man doing to y'all? He got her threatening you. She's still writing you. She keep in touch with his mama. Then got you right here in the inbox calling her crazy. Sis, you think she the only crazy one? Let me get back out the camera because I ain't had no more facial. Let me get out the camera. I ain't had no facial. Sis, let me ask you a question. Let me get in. Sis, let me ask you a question. I'm just asking you a question. Do you think in this situation she the only crazy one? That's all. Just sit with it. Just ponder on it. Just say, Is she the only crazy one? Now you say, would you be able to give me some good advice on this issue? Because I'm really tired of it, but it's hard moving on. Said everything hard. Hat pushing that baby out in 2017 was hard. Now I done left something out. Sis, on top of all of this, let me ask you, sis, have you ever wore blue weave, like blue streaks or red streaks in your weave? That's just a personal question between me and you. Because with what's this right here, it sounds like you wear different color weaves. The type of women that I done met in person, because this is where I come from. Sis, do you wear different color weaves? Sis, listen, if you wear different color weaves, okay, like you have your blue highlight or red highlight, sis, come talk to me. Okay, come talk to me. Because what we have to do, sis, is you're going to have to do about 4 sessions of coaching because you have to renew your mind. Now, see, I could tell by your first name. That life ain't always been easy. Life has not been easy for you. It's been a struggle. You've seen some projects. You've lived in some projects. You've been through some tough things. I can tell by your first and your last name. Okay, you done been through some things, sis. Okay, now you got your iPhone because you sent this from your iPhone, so you're doing better. If you had an Android, it would have been all bad. But iPhone is better than Android. Ask my security guard. He switched from Android to iPhone. He said, why did I wait this long? You should have been told me. You should have been convinced me. This iPhone, he said, boy, that Galaxy Note or whatever he had, Samsung, he said, well, it can't touch this iPhone. He sold. Got his wife on it, everything. Got the whole family on iPhone list. So you got an iPhone, so you doing decent in life. But sis, this man is a jailbird too. You know, this man must be like that man who, what the boy named Jeremy Weeks, who he was y'all prison bae. He went to prison and they showing him, and you know, his light skinned brother, and now he in a movie. I'm walking to the movie theater. They let AMC theaters let you rent out the whole theater for your family for a couple $100. And somebody told me it's $100 where they live at. So that's a great deal. And so I'm walking to the movie theater. I see the prison guy. He in a movie now. This sound like who you dealing with. Because this man got some swagoo, ragoo on him. Because I don't care how vulnerable you are. On the first night, that brother got something on him. That brother could change his life and save the world. If he used that swagoo, ragoo and mix it with the anointing of God, this brother here could change his life. Send this video to him. Brother, you need to change your life. You need to stop the mess that you're doing. You need to stop finding fulfillment in juggling women and playing women. And you need to find your purpose, my brother. You need to find your purpose. You get out here on these front lines. Because listen, now you bad as me. But see, me, I wasn't going dropping off no babies and nobody now. Okay? Dropping on no babies and nobody. Then going to jail. Come on, brother. You got to get your life together. Because you could be out here a life coach to the youth, to the men, mentoring these here youth. You could be helped. You could change your life, get married, be faithful, and then give some of this game away that you would need women with. Because you got one woman in the end. Why are you in the jail? He all in a jail cell and got women in the free world fighting over him. It's very few times you see the likes of this. Who is this man? And if you bring me this man, and this man look like the back of this mouse, I'm going to fall out. When I tell you, if this man do not look like the Lord chew him up and spit him out, meaning if he do not look like a work of art by the Lord, not chew him up, spit him out. If he don't look like God just... If he don't look like that right there, sister, get you all kind of baby powder and just go to town. Sister, listen, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to move on with your life. Okay, unless this man have met Jesus Christ, which it don't sound like he has because you wouldn't be in my inbox. So sis, what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to put Jailbird on child support. You probably not gonna get nothing for child support, but at least he's on the papers, and he gonna continue to go back to jail for back child support that he not paying you. So just let him deal with, the sheriff, the warden, in and out. Big Bubba, if he get enough years, let him deal with that. Let Big Bubba repay him for all that he been out here doing to y'all women. And says you got to get yourself together, because one thing is, you turn worse the worser. Worse ain't even a word, okay? Look in your dictionary. It's not a word. But you turn worse to worser for not loving yourself, because you did not heal before you deal. So now, don't keep digging a deeper hole. Listen to me. You say you want some good advice. You don't want to hear nothing. You don't want to hear this. But listen to me. It says, don't keep digging a bigger hole, because that other woman, she willing to cut for him. He done went to jail. He left you. You had your baby by yourself. And now you say you finally fed up with it. 9 months in an on and off with him. You called it quits. 9 months in, you on and off. 2 weeks went by and you got a text from him asking, am I pregnant? Now, we did plan the baby, but I thought we was playing for the future. So, now see that right there, sis? This is why I'm telling you, you got to sit down with yourself and talk to yourself, because in the beginning, you said everything was good because wasn't no strings attached. In the beginning, you say you were vulnerable. Well, you meant vulnerable. I know what you meant when you wrote vulnerable. But you said you were vulnerable. Okay? So, now how you go from one night, first night, lust making, to on and off in 9. So y'all on and off in 9 months. Y'all already off. You just supposed to be on. 9 months, y'all on and off. Then y'all got to call it quits at 9 months. After being on and off inside of 9 months. See, I'm just spelling this out because I want you to hear how crazy your story sound. You talking about she sound crazy. Sis, you ain't read your own email. You ain't read your email. To me, she might sound like the same one. To me, she sound like he treated her well. He treated her well. Because I don't know who in the Facebook fighting over a man who was absolutely the worst. Let me ask you, your man who you left after 3-year relationship, so-called relationship. So you said so-called relationship. So are you going from one on and off situationship to another on and off situationship, and then on the next on and off situationship, you get on your bike on the first night? Come on now. Now listen. I ain't trying to beat up on you. I'm just asking you real questions that we're going to ask in the court of law. Okay, you done came to the court of law. We got to ask some real questions. So, because I need you to hear these questions. I need you to walk through this. I need you to feel this. And everybody who watching this, who you in your situation, you got to roll out your questions in case I don't get to your email. You got to come up with your questions. You got to listen to the answer. So now listen now, sis. Listen now. She sound like she was treated better than you, because did you go in the Facebook inbox fighting for your man that you left in 2015 when he had that baby on you? So guess what? What it sounds like is the man that you dealing with on and off, you the baby woman on him. So the same thing that your ex did to you, now this what the man you dealing with did to her. So when she tell this story, when she find out who I am, if she don't already know me, she might be watching the video. That stinking heifer. She will listen to Tony Gaskins too. Oh, let me write Tony. Tony, the woman who wrote you, she is a liar. Listen, when she tell her story, she gonna say her boyfriend had a baby on her. Because see, the reason why you and him was on and off, because when he was off you, he was on her. And then when he was off her, he was on you. But when he was on you, he was skiing raw. Because you was the trash can. You was the decoy. You was the bait. See, he putting you on the hook, casting you out. The real her back in. He trying to reel her in with you. So because he's stressed and lost and ignorant, and he went through a terrible childhood, it sounds like, all that he got going on, he using you as a pawn, so he come in all the way skeeting you. And guess what? And she still want to be with him. Because he done love bomb her. That's y'all word. Y'all and y'all therapist word. Love bomb. Okay, all right. This right here is called computer love right here, what we talking about. This called type form love. So he done took and used you to get her back. So now you say, my question is to you, is should I leave this man? You think? Do you think? Should you leave him? Well, sis, what I'm gonna tell you is, to be honest with you, yes, you should leave him. I know it may not be obvious. I know it may be hard to see. It may be hard to understand how you could leave a man this good. How a man this amazing, who has no record and has never been to jail and has been there and supported you and was in the delivery room and is an amazing father. I know this is who has no ex drama, has no other women writing you. I know it is extremely hard to leave a man this good. But hey, we're in the business of leaving good men. Sis, come on now. Now, hopefully, it's somebody in here from another country who really don't understand English that good and do not understand sarcasm. And they're like, excuse me? What are you Tony saying? He say leave a good man? I got to unsubscribe. Listen, let me say this. Because I say that I'm not playing with y'all. I be getting messages from people saying, Tony, I do not speak good English. Can you please speak more clearly? I cannot understand some of the words that you're saying. And I'm like, listen, ma'am, this is America, okay? I cannot speak your language, okay? I'm from the south of America, okay? So understand. So let me make this plainly, okay? Sister, you need to leave. And you need to file for child support, and you need to get away, and you need to mind your business, and you need to tell him if he wants to see your child that he needs to go to court and get visitation rights. And the only way he could get visitation rights is if he is on child support in the courthouse. Okay? Or unless y'all got another agreement that y'all write up and hand to the judge. And the judge agreed to it. And depending on what state you're in, but you need to go on about your business. Because see, what you're going to be dealing with, he keep playing with this other woman, you're going to end up on the episode of Snap. And you're going to be on the losing end. Unless you got some hands. Unless you got some serious set of paws on you, you're going to be on the losing end. Because this woman here, she ready to fight for her man. And these people ain't fighting fair. I just seen on the news last night that a woman went over to fight for her man, a teenager. This was a teenage one girl. Took four of her friends, went to the boy house. The boy 15 years old, because he broke up with her. The mama came home, and they had hopped in their van, biked out. The mama went out to the street, videoing their van, trying to get their tag number, and they ran over the mama. The mama was in intensive care. The mama has passed away over this little bit of relationship. A teenage puppy love. A mom has lost her life. Listen, this is why I try to tell y'all. This is why I don't play about this here stuff now. That's why I don't play about this stuff. That's why people come on here, man, why you always telling women to leave? Because it's life and death. You don't never know. See, the longer you play around with it, stuff get built up. And people do stuff they not even thinking. They thought they just was finna hit that mama. They thought they just gonna hit her. She gonna bounce off. It probably break her leg. That's what they thought. Now they all facing murder one charges. You hear me? Listen to me. When some don't ever be what the word y'all like to use, triangulated. Okay, let me look this up, cause y'all be like, what y'all be. Let me look up triangulation, cause y'all be throwing this stuff at me. This ain't got nothing to do. This ain't got nothing to do with a relationship. This say the tracing and measurement of a series or network of triangles in order to determine the distance and relative position of points spread over a territory or region. But y'all, you know, okay, triangulated. Divide an area in the triangles for surveying purposes, form into a triangle. So now y'all finna, all the therapists, telling it, what they're talking about? It's called. Okay, this from y'all. Yeah. Okay. Okay, triangulation is from psychology. Okay, all right, this is from psychology. Okay, it is a manipulation tactic where one person will not communicate directly with another person, instead using a third party person to relay communication to the second, thus forming a triangle. Now, see, that's something else right there. So that ain't what y'all be talking about. Now, when I be talking about another person in a relationship and a man using this woman to get you, that's what y'all be calling triangulation. So this right here, something else. But now, see, on another side, this right here could be utilized on another side. This is what I be telling y'all to do when you leave somebody. You have your mama talk to him instead of you talking to him. Now, see, that right there is a co-parenting strategy that I say use when you dealing with a toxic individual. You remove yourself so that they can't get off of talking to you and they can't have that communication and connection with you, but you use a mediator so that way they can't even show their true colors. And they should show their true colors with your mama, your brother, your sister, whoever that person you using. That's when you know they all the way slap crazy. And that right there, I'd be we ain't doing no visitation, because you gonna act a fool in front of somebody else. Oh, you all the way crazy. You all the way crazy. So listen to me now. This man to use you to get back to that woman right there. He really want her, and that's why she fighting for him, cause he didn't love her. He done did so much for her. Yeah, he did stuff to her, but he set her up for that stuff to be done to her. And then now he coming to do it to you. And so now you sitting here, and now you at the same crossroads she at. But see, let me ask you now, how much of this you debating on if you want to stay, how much of this is to win? How much of this is to beat this other woman at who gonna have this man? How much of this is because you don't want to lose him to her? How much? Now, hey, only you could decide that now. Only you could decide that. But see, right here, this whole message right here, sis, is you lying to yourself. You lying to yourself because so you first got to confront your loose booty ways. Don't be blaming on vulnerability, because it's a whole lot of people that be vulnerable and don't go sleep with somebody on the first night. So do not blame this on vulnerability, okay? Because it's a lot of vulnerability that don't end up on their back. So you have to first say, okay, I need to get a lesson on womanhood. I need to learn what is a real woman and how does a real woman move? How does a real woman think? Let me get on mymentor.life and let me find one of these women who have changed their life enough to the point that they have become a certified life coach, and they on mymentor.life and they paying $20 a month to be listed as a coach on this site. So they not only got certified, but they invested in themselves on a monthly basis. Okay, they further than I am. Let me hire one of these women to learn how do real women move. Okay, this is what I did. Was that bad? And let this woman rip you a new one. Let this woman tell you about yourself, and you sit there and cry if you got to cry. The Bible say, Apostle Paul say, sorrow leads to repentance. See, sometimes people be in here, oh, Tony, don't be so tough on it. Block! Don't come on my page telling me what to do and not to do. Block! Block! Satan, get thee behind me. The word got to go forth over here. Okay, the word got to go forth over here. Now listen to me now. You need to feel bad. Okay, you need, because unless you feel absolutely 100% stupid, you're not going to change. Because look at what his ex doing. She just running behind him. This is booty. She just running behind him. Come here. Come here. Where you going? Come here. Where you going? She got a nose full of booty hole. Chasing behind this man. If she messages you on Facebook, copy the link and put this in your Facebook. Hey, here. This is a message for sister. Listen, X who in Facebook message. Listen to me, because I know you got this far, and I know you were so happy to get to this place because you like, yes, tell her to leave my man alone. Tell her to leave my man alone. She old loose booty 901. Listen, sis, you crazy too. You is crazy too. You. Just listen. Now, see, y'all about to say you dumb as a box of rocks, but I said, Lord, forgive me. So take that back. I ain't even call you that. Now, Lord, forgive me, because listen, we in here to show love, okay? But listen, this is not therapy. This is not your typical. Listen, you lost as an upside down GPS. You hear me? This is what I want you to do. I want you to get you a Garmin, okay? Get you a Garmin. That's a GPS. I want you to stick it in your car, okay? I want you to type in the destination of your job. Then I want you to turn that Garmin upside down. And then I want you to listen to it tell you where to go. Just you finna be right there like this right here. You finna be at the front yard like this. Now I gotta take a little break. I done got dizzy. Sis, listen to me now. That's what you finna be doing in the front yard. The neighbors are like, why she doing donuts? That's what you doing right now, X. All in this woman. All in this your dirty dang-a-lang Jailbird that done got this woman on her bike, and then he lead her on. He lead both of y'all on. Can two women play the fool? Come on now, y'all. Come on. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to retire because of the stuff that I be dealing with. And I'm like, Lord, come on, Lord. I'm like, Lord, really? Come on, Lord. Now you done called me to one woman. Lord, you called me to one woman, Lord. So I got one woman. And everybody know one woman don't feel like making no love every night. So, Lord, I got one woman. So when my wife ain't in the mood, Lord, okay, I'm just sitting there looking at you. Hey, the Lord, hey, what's going on now? What we got going on? What's next on the agenda for the purpose walk? Okay, yeah, because my wife, she got a headache tonight, so she sleep. Okay, all right, Lord. So, all right, Lord. One more question now. Okay, so Jamal over here, he got two women fighting over him. So when one got a headache, he can't sleep with her. He go sleep with the other one. Nah, okay, Lord. We all know what that feel like when you have your love, the big O, as we'll call it. We ain't talking about Oprah, but the ORGAS. You know. Okay, Lord. All right. So we know what that feel like. Everybody love the feeling. But I'm called to one woman. And then we got Jailbirds, who he just got a smorgasbord of women. And not only do he got multiple women, but they fighting over him. And they confused and they struggling and they broken and they don't want to leave. And so this is what I'm trying to tell you. That's why ain't none of these men don't listen to me. Because they like, ooh, you got one woman. You got one woman. So, hey, look, did you get the hell set last night? I'm like, no, I didn't. But I'm okay because I got the Lord Jesus Christ and my purpose. You got your purpose? Woo. And so let me ask another question. So you got one. Oh, okay. So what happened when she mad at you? What you got to do? You just got to sit there and just look pout. So you can't get up and be off. Like, you know how you on and off. You can't be off and then go be on with the other woman. Woo. But hey, boy, you a simp, boy. Hey, I'm glad you two got ads though. Oh, they got ads on now. Hey, let me come on, boy. Take a commercial break. Boy, you need that little 10 cent. You need that little 10 cent from that advertisement because you got one woman. You see what I'm saying? This how these men living. And so y'all, Tony, you need to talk to the men. They not jealous of me. Because as long as they got women that's going to be on their bike and they're going to fight each other over them, they don't ever want to have what I got. Yeah, my wife beautiful. Yeah, my wife a queen. Yeah, all that. But you talk about grown boys. As long as grown boys got grown girls that's going to fight over them, that's going to sleep with them unprotected when he could be shooting all kind of bacteria. You hear me? Bacteria. Yes, he's all kind of stuff in you. And then you having his baby. And then he get to do fraudulent activity. Go in and out of jail. And you just sitting at the house. I just want you to know how much I love you. And although you're locked away, this distance has brought us even fonder. And just so you know, I've logged into JPay and KPay, and I've added $100 to your books. So please enjoy the vending machine cheeseburger and flaming hot Cheetos on me. You mean to tell me that I done sacrificed, I done grew, I done changed my life. I sit on here 7 to 16 hours a week on YouTube to make videos for you. And you going to turn around and spit in the face of the YouTube channel by entertaining a jailbird who is juggling you and triangulating you. He's still triangulating you because he got another woman communicating with you. He ain't talking to you. He got her communicating. Talk to her in the DM. You want me back? Go tell her in the DM then. Go tell her on Facebook Messenger you want me back. He's sending her to come scratch you out. And then this is what y'all do. Y'all actually let it work. See, I ain't got my headphones. I don't know what I did with my headphones with y'all purse. I don't know what I did with your purse. But, so y'all sit down and let it work. Y'all sit down and now he having all kind of success with you. Cause he ain't got the lead. I lost my headphone. He ain't got the lead. So he got her waiting on him, got you waiting on him. Listen to me, you don't even know about woman 3. Cause she's still new, she's still in training. She younger. She younger, she naive. He called her every Thursday. She think that's normal. She think he hustling. Oh, I'm with Big Boss. Yeah, girl, I got Big Boss, girl. He called me on Thursday because that's like the slow day in the trap. So it's like every Thursday. You sit that way. Ooh, he finna call. Hello. What do you mean my voice is high? This is how I always sound when you call me Big Boss. Ooh, I just love Thursdays. I think about Thursday ever since Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, here go Thursday. My Big Boss finna call me. So how everything going in the trap? Oh, well, excuse me. I'm sorry if your phone tapped. Trap meaning like Chuck E. Cheese, mouse trap. That's what I was talking about. Duh. I know about that. Okay, all right, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, now you mad? Okay, bye. So that's her over there. He grooming her. She just get Thursdays right now. So now this one right here writing, guess what? Now, get another month. You finna have another woman writing you. Get 3 more months. You finna have another woman writing. You finna be getting so many Facebook inboxes. You gonna think you work for the post office. You gonna think you done started your pen pal. You running a pen pal league for the Jailbird. Man, do not ever write me again, because if I tell you what he was doing to me last night, you will be very upset. then you go right back. Fuss fight with them, argue with them, get right back on your bike. The next thing you know, you finna have baby number 2, number 3, and number 3, baby number 3 gonna come with a side of HIV. You hear me? Come on now. You already, you dug the hole. Don't bury yourself. You dug the hole. Don't bury yourself. Come on now. Come on now. You got to remove yourself from this relationship. You got to leave him. You got to put him on child support. And if he want to change and grow, you need to when he comes say, I love you, I want to be with you, he need to have his book wrote. He need to have his YouTube channel. He need to be at the altar. He need to be serving in the church. You hear me? This man need to have so much positive going on. He working with the youth league. He mentoring the youngins. He having backpack giveaway. He doing turkey drives. I'm talking about this man need to look like he just got olive oil, just like he done bathed in olive oil. He ought to have just a shine on him, the amount of olive oil on him. His middle name ought to be Shando for speaking in tongues. Jamal Shandro. That's what, yes, before you deal with him. Just listen up. Now you already know all this. And let me tell you now, I hope this here video, I hope it sting a little bit. I hope you really feel me on this. You could do better. You could do better. You're already done bad enough. Now let's try to right this ship. Let's get this right so that when your baby 13, you got a good story about self-worth and self-love and standing up for yourself and loving yourself. That you got a whole story to tell them why you had to leave his or her daddy and why it didn't work out. They won't understand till about, well, the world growing so fast today, it's moving so fast they might understand it about 10. Used to wouldn't understand them 15, 30, 40 years ago. But now, your baby might understand by 7. Oh, okay, so so 7 years old. Oh, so you were a side HO. Wow, Mom. Woo. Okay, do you need me to cook dinner tonight? Side. Okay, so you were a side. Oh my goodness. So you mean to tell me that I was an accident? Oh my goodness. Let me get my stuff and move to grandma's house. Oh. You see what I'm saying? But you need to have your side of the story straight. Do you really want to sit there and be talking to your child when your child 13 and saying, so then his ex wrote me and, she cursed me out. She threatened to beat me up. And so I realized then he was cheating on me. But I was like, okay, what the heck? I'm going to just stay with him. It's just, okay, how bad can it get? So I'm like, so I just stayed with him even though he was cheating on me and beating on me and dogging me out and mistreating me and cursing me out, just doing all this. He was in and out of jail and all that. So I'm like, got you on my hip and I'm going to visit him and we're sitting there and we're at the glass and we're just looking through the glass and it's like just one eye through the glass and we're just like, hello, so how are you doing today? Oh, your lip is a little swollen. Did you get punched? Oh, okay. And we're just looking through the glass and we just sitting there talking to each other. And is that the story that you want to tell? You see what I'm saying? This is what you got to think about. What you going to tell your child about how you handled yourself in this situation when you getting disrespected. Because see, one thing about a man is a man can have his ex in check if he want to. She iking out because of the mixed signals and the lead on that he doing. That's why she acting the way she acting. He giving her the right and the rhyme and the reason to act that way. And that's what you got to understand. So he playing you, sister. He playing you like a deck of cards. You hear me? And so you got to understand that. You got to love yourself. I said it was going to be a short video. Didn't I say it was going to be a short video? How in the world did this video come an hour? My goodness. See, the thing I'm trying to tell y'all. Hey, it's real over here. Hey, God bless you. I'm cutting back to one video a day. I'm gonna just go through these as I could get done. But this month is December. It's a holiday month. I'm gonna try to do one video a day. Unless I do like a midday little 10-minute video. But one talks with Tony a day. Cause this here stuff is draining. Okay, I got to go woosah, take my good shower. Ask my wife to massage my trikes. Hey, but God bless you. We'll talk soon.